You know what I admire about the millennials, the young people in this day and age? They're not afraid to venture out. Um, and that could be good and bad, but the concept is good. I mean, if you look at it in a positive way, they're not afraid to venture out. Many of us grew up. Maybe you grew up in a strict home. Maybe you were sheltered. Maybe you seen a lot. It was, your parents was just like, don't do as I do, do as I say type thing. Maybe you were afraid to, those of us that came up in a strict Christian home. um, I would say my mom allowed me to have a balance. you know she raised me in church, but she allowed me to go to the club. I started going to the club at the age of 14. She allowed me to date and things like that. And I believe that's where my balance comes from, where I'm able to balance. But some people were sheltered so much they grow up afraid to venture out. And so when you're afraid to venture out, it affects your life in so many negative ways when you get older, because you're going to be always condemning yourself, or always fearful, or always worried about what other people say. So if you're watching this and this message captured your attention, I believe the Spirit is saying to you, don't be afraid to venture out. I'm not talking about doing anything crazy, but do something that you never tried before. I don't care if it's a new hairstyle or a new outfit, or going somewhere you never been, or doing something by yourself you never done. Don't be afraid of that. And I admire the young people so much nowadays. We know a lot of things are going on, but there's some people, young people out here doing some real great things. But if they were afraid of what people said, if they allowed what they went through as a child to hinder them, they wouldn't be where they are now. That is why a lot of people are millionaires at a young age. That is why a lot of people are on TV and doing big things, way before my age, because they wasn't afraid to venture out. And that's my struggle. I have a lot of gifts. Y'all can see that. I have a lot of gifts. I have a lot of talent, but I'm afraid some days to venture out. I'm just getting comfortable in my skin to step out on the water. Got to step out on the water. I was supposed to be, I'm supposed to be a millionaire right now. Doggone close to a billionaire. Everything that I do, everything that, I've done, the influence online, the people that I know, the ideas that I have, the businesses that I've opened, I know I was supposed to be, but God's timing is perfect. It's perfect. But I just needed to stretch my wings. When you're in that capacity, you have that influence. People look at you. It's your ego. You gotta stretch your wings out. You gotta stretch your wings out. You can't be afraid to get out there and soar. You can't be afraid to go beyond the clouds and fly against the currents. Y'all know about the eagle. You can't be afraid to fly alone some days. It's not that nobody's there, or you won't meet up with other eagles every now and then, but a lot of things that you're going to do, you're going to have to go alone, because it's going to be people rooting you on, and there's going to be people that's doubting you. And there's some people just like, how's she going to do that? They're baffled. But you got to venture out. I got to venture out. And, some of the things we go through in relationships, my second marriage just kind of constricted me in some areas, because I was trying to be that wife, submissive wife. Okay. Let me step back some and let him step forward, and there's nothing wrong with that, because I did what I had to do. But now that I'm single, I can do whatever the heck I want to do. I can stretch my eagle wings. I can put them out. I can just soar now. And so I don't want anybody to be offended when, I say, listen, I don't, I appreciate you desiring for me to have a husband, but that's not what I need right now. That's not, I done been married twice. That's half my life. 7 years, then 17 years. You know, I want to do me for a while. And y'all know I'm not out here doing nothing crazy. You see what I'm doing? But it's things that I didn't get to do or I forgot how to do because I was married. So don't get offended. I'm doing well. I'm doing well, okay? I ain't gotta have that, nah. Okay, let me live my life. Let me enjoy, being single. Let me enjoy accomplishing things on my own. Let me enjoy being able to come and go as I please and making my money. And, I don't have to worry about nobody. Baby, you working too much. I don't get to see you. When you come home from work, are you gonna cook dinner? I ain't gotta do that. Listen, I'm talking about for me, okay? Because when I'm a wife, I go all in, okay? But now I'm single, I'm going all in. Just let people live their life. Everybody's not. I done did it twice. Please don't tell me I need to be married. I know what it's like to be married. Blah, 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 blah. I know what it's like to be married, honey. Barely know what it's like to be single. I got married at 19. You tell me. And then I was divorced 4 years. Then I got married and was married 17. You feel me? Okay. I see. You understand now. You hear me knocking. Okay. If you hear me knocking, then let me in. So let people live their life. It's a reason why they feel the way they feel. I'm not knocking none of you that's married and all that. My best friend said, "You just too beautiful to be single, be by yourself." I feel your best friend, but I mean, nobody's too beautiful to be single, be happy. As long as I'm happy, So don't be afraid to venture out. Your situation may not be like mine. You may have encountered a sickness, or you may have had a rough time in your life. Maybe you dealt with like I said, sickness or drugs or stuff with your children. Everybody has their story. Every successful person has their story of success. But there was a struggle. That's what I want to say. Every successful person has a story of struggle. That's how success is born. Through struggle, through the ugliest, dirtiest parts of your life. And I used to, like I told y'all, when I got divorced that second time, I was like, I don't want to tell nobody that. But honey, guess what? I ain't the first person to go through what I've been through and not the last. So I might as well open up my big mouth and share my story and be a blessing to someone. Not dogging my ex or anything like that. I'm going to be graceful and classy when I tell my story. Now, one-on-one, that's a different story. One-on-one is a different story. But, out here online, I'm going to be graceful. I'm going to be classy, but I'm not going to shut my mouth. I don't care what people say. People say, oh, she been married. I don't want her to get them kids. But everybody know when you get older, we all go through something. When I was younger, I used to see online men say, I don't want nobody that's been married and got all these kids. But they keep living and they get married, men, and have all those kids. And then when they get a little older, they'll drop that crap and realize they want somebody to love them for them and not, judge them for their past. We all have a past. We all have a present. We all have a future. Okay? So don't be afraid to venture out. Okay? Let me tell you, one of the things that I'm going to do, and I got to experience with a gentleman. Y'all seen the pictures. About 2 years ago, I got to experience with him. We went to the beach. That was great. Okay, we just had a ball. Y'all see, we had a ball. Okay, but one thing that I want to do now with my son is take that trip by myself. I just recently took a trip to Greenville, South Carolina. I paid for all my stuff. Okay, I paid for my gas, my room, my food. That felt hella good. You know what I'm saying? It was almost like a teenager that's finally on their own. That really felt good. I got new tires on my car. I made sure my car was good. Make sure my oil changed. You know, same thing a man would do. You know, we feel like we got to have a man to do it, you know. But I was able to do that on my own and look out for myself on the road. And, you know, I had my insurance in place. Something happened, I could call roadside assistance. But y'all, that felt good. So for my birthday and my son's birthday, okay, his birthday is on the 22nd, mine is on the 31st. You know, I want to take a trip to Myrtle Beach, treat my son to the beach. And that's going to be really, really good. If y'all talking to me, I cannot see your comments. I didn't see it on my other page. But don't be afraid to venture out. All right, live your life. Live life with joy. That's my baby name, Joy Destiny. Live life with joy. Okay? Don't live life with regret. Don't be like, I shoulda, coulda, woulda, when you could have. You feel me? All right? Everybody has their chapter. Everybody has their story. Everybody has that defining moment of, yeah, I did that. I did that. And so that's how I'm living. That's why I work the way I work. It's things, you know, I want to accomplish. It's things that, you know, I want to say I did by myself. Amazing. Amazing. I remember when I moved from Ohio, me and my son, you know, we had to pack up our apartment and put the stuff in storage, which is still in storage. I've had a storage for 2 years, 2.5 years, but God about to fix that too. But I paid for that storage 2.5 years. That's huge. I'm a single woman. That's huge. My car's paid cash, you know, paid cash for my car. My car's still doing well. That's huge. That's huge. Even my situation now, that's huge. Okay? So, sometimes you just got to pat yourself on the back and say, ma'am, sir, you doing a doggone thing. Don't be afraid to venture out. What is it that you can share with me under this video? What is it that you want to do and accomplish? You know, that you may be a little scared to do. Put it under here. I want to encourage you. And I hope that this video inspires you. So that's what me and baby boy doing. And my other children can come. But that's for me and him. If I don't get to do it in May, okay, definitely before the summer is over, I'm going to pay for everything at the beach. Okay, I'm going to get everything in order. It's going to be from a Friday to a Monday. I'm going to make sure everything good with my car. Going to make sure I have a little spending money and take that 3-hour drive to Myrtle Beach. And we having a ball. Okay, don't be afraid to venture out. I pray that this bless somebody's life. Thank you for being a part of my fan page. Okay, tell somebody else about Queen Tayi. Tell them that lady over there saying something. She's saying something. All right, and keep me in prayer. I have those moments where I grieve over my mother. I miss my mama. You know, but I'm well. I'm well. All right, have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.